Why I moved to design was actually the reason why my startup failed. So first off, I used to be a school teacher actually. I thought for 12 years, I thought mathematics and computer science. Yeah, that's more like a means of survival,
Welcome to Founders Diary. Today, I have with me Ifunaya.
I'm just that random guy on the internet who keeps doing what he loves doing. And what I love doing is actually help people to see the bigger vision in what they are thinking.
When we got talking, I was like, Ifunaya, man, just come to Founders Diary and come and tell us who you are.
In product, I help people like turn clay into gold. Whether you have an idea or you're just so much excited about building in tech, I'm that guy you can talk to. At the end of the day, we come out with a market-ready product. Yeah, that you can actually ship to your audience.
So it's almost like you're an expediter. You make things happen, turning clay to gold.
Yeah, I'm a creator. I'm a product designer.
You are almost like a serial entrepreneur.
But I love products. I started teaching when I was still writing NECO. The shocker is that I taught my mom in a nice school.
Oh.
You give her assignment, you come back home, she'll be like, oh, the food is not here.
Let's do the assignment, you know it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Founders Diary. Today, I have with me Ifunaya. I hope I didn't murder the name.
No, he's all good. He's all good.
Please pardon me.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Great guy, and he's an Igbo man. He's a businessman, and he's also into fintech. He's into health tech. He's into data aggregation. Everything together. Oh,
I'm
like
into
it.
business.
You're into business.
Let's talk it as business.
And today, I want to learn plenty things from you because you got nuggets.
You can start with buying and selling of fabrics. So how much do you want to buy this?
You sell fabric too?
Yeah, this is actually like a nice beaded fabrics made.
I've been looking at it.
Yeah, made by one guy, just a random guy trying to like grow his fashion business. Sync fashion, yeah.
Okay.
A young guy is good, so I can get that for you. I mean, you can close deals on this. Trust me.
I told you, this is our businessman. Today's Founders Diary, it's a different ball game. Okay. Interesting. So, when we got talking, I was like, Ifunaya, man, just come to Founders Diary and come and tell us who you are, and how you're doing your thing. Because I know you are not just in Nigeria, you're everywhere, doing multiple things. You are almost like a serial entrepreneur. But tell us about you. Who are you? What's your background?
Okay, I think first off, right, my background is so funny and is so interesting also. So first off, my name, I'm Ifunaya. I used to tell people that I'm just that random guy on the internet who keeps doing what he loves doing. And what I love doing is actually help people to see the bigger vision in what they are thinking.
Okay.
So first off, I used to be a school teacher actually. So, I thought for 12 years, I taught mathematics and computer science. Yeah. I mean, that's more like a means of survival,
Oh, out of school?
Yeah, I started teaching when I was still writing NECO. And the shocker is that I taught my mom in a nice school.
Oh. You taught your mom?
I taught my mom in a nice school. That's the shocker. But then, you come to the nice school, you give her assignment, you come back home, she'll be like, oh, the food is not here.
Let's do the assignment, you know it.
Yeah. So I'm just that random guy, actually, right? But I love products.
Okay.
So there is one very statement I always like that in product, I help people like turn clay into gold. So whether you have an idea or you're just maybe so much excited about building in tech, I'm that guy you can talk to. I walk you through every facet of products, and at the end of the day, we come out with a product ready or a market ready product.
Market ready product.
Yeah, that you can actually ship to your audience. Yeah.
Okay. So it's almost like you're an expediter. You make things happen.
Yeah.
Turning clay to gold.
Yeah, I'm a creator. I'm a product designer.
A product designer.
Yeah, I'm a creator.
Once a teacher, turned product designer, businessman.
Let's get the numbers. Once a teacher, turned software engineer.
Okay.
So I was a software engineer when I did my first startup, Bay in 2017.
What was that into?
We are more like a B2B e-commerce platform that aggregates African producers and extend them to global opportunities.
So from teaching to software engineering.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, and I think why I moved to design was actually the reason why my startup failed. So, I built my startup with my friend Michael. He was a software engineer then, a mobile engineer, and I was a front end, heavy on front end then. So we built SalesBay because we loved engineering. We got into startup weekend, Techstar startup weekend in 2017. We won both the
Oh, really?
yeah, we won both the local, as in Nigeria, and also the regional, like
Okay.
Africa and
Yeah,
Middle East. Then, but we couldn't get the global prize. And
Okay.
we moved into Startup Nigeria, the first edition of Startup Nigeria, organized by the Vice President Osibanjo back in 2018.
Okay.
So we were like the first set of startups to be incubated in Genesis Tech Hub in Enugu. Yeah, got our first grants. But then we are more like less enlightened about how product works. So we were heavy on technology, like build stuff because you can build, add
beautiful.
features because you know how to build them. But at the end of the day, we failed. And that got me back to the drawing board. Why did we fail? And I have just one answer to that, right? Because we neglected the people we are building for. We were just building for ourselves because we love building. I grew up in the town of Aba where I've seen so many businesses and artisans who actually needs the solution. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. This takes me back as well because when you said you built something because it was interesting, you built it for yourself. I think a lot of founders, a lot of startup founders fall into that pit where you build something that is interesting, but you forget the market fit.
Exactly.
And it's fine because I think it's also a learning journey. It's a learning curve that a lot of us, even including me, I've experienced in the past. And my lessons learned from it is that beyond just building that beautiful stuff, understand the market. In fact, if it's possible, do like reverse engineering so that at least you can say that this thing is working, and then we'll bring it back. I always say this about fintechs, that it's actually finance before technology. Not technology before finance.
Okay.
That is, test your system. Today, if a BDC guy, right, who has been in business for 5-10 years, decides to say, let me now automate this my business. He already has a business model that works.
Sure.
So it's probably just to serve maybe a segment of his market because maybe people have now traveled abroad and like, Oga Adamu, please, can we do this thing easily now? Can you? Okay, you know what? The guy already has a model that works. But a lot of times, what you see is that fintechs will first build that beautiful technology, is fine. I say, hey, how do we want to sell these products to the market? So yeah, I understand that bit, and I think that's where mentorship also comes in.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm happy with what you said, that you help people turn clay to gold. And that would also help a lot of people avoid those mistakes. Even though I would say lessons learned are important so that you can do better. But if I get somebody to, put me on the right pedestal, why would I want to waste the money learning? So, and there are two ways to learn. For me, you learn through apprenticeship or you learn with money. Unfortunately, if you learn with money and you blow that money, you might not get another one to prove your point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, having to mentor people, guide people, I think is a great virtue beyond just even the money that is there, because it just makes a lot of sense, right? So, well done.
I mean, it's all good. It's all good, actually. Yeah.
So interesting. So you moved from teaching to software engineering, right, and then to products. And then where are we?
Actually, I think I always tell people, or one thing I tell myself is that I don't want to be on the screen for so long trying to see if the product works on the screen, right?
Okay.
So, and that's something I'm already achieving with my startup at the moment.
Okay.
Right? So I'm trying to move into a product space where I go beyond designing or maybe just doing research.
Okay.
When you getting down into the rubrics, understanding the metrics of design.
Yeah.
Metrics of engineering.
Yeah.
Metrics of businesses and how they impact the products at large. And that's the point where we're heading to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing I'm trying to achieve with my product studio.
Okay.
Trying to position it in a place where we don't just focus on building product for people.
Mm-hmm.
We help you understand your markets, understand regulations, understand your business and how all that comes into play to form the product that you have.
Yeah. Interesting. I know you have a fintech, health tech, data aggregation department today.
I mean, that's a lot. That's a
Like,
lot.
or like a super platform or something.
No, I think I would say more of a fintech.
So tell me, and is this in Nigeria or it's is it Africa based or
So, okay, coming down to what we're working on right now, which is
Mm.
Envoy X, right?
Envoy X?
Envoy X, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So, in a short sentence, right, I would say that Envoy X is more. We are building financial OS for
OS.
SMEs in francophone African countries.
Financial operating system.
Yeah,
For SMEs.
Yeah.
In francophone countries.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean, you might ask why francophone. Of course, my co-founder is from Ivory Coast,
Okay, that's me.
and yeah, coming down to my co-founder, I think is interesting. When I was telling you a big backstory about myself, right, and what I do. So, what I do as a person was what got me in contact with my co-founder back in 2019.
Okay.
So he was in the US, in the States back then with his co-founder. Like they were running a sort of like digital agency back in the States. And we met on Upwork. So they hired me to do a job for them.
On Upwork.
But yeah, but you know when someone hires you to do a job and he's seen a value more than what he's paying for, right? That was what made him, I feel that was what made him come back to me in 2023 when he's coming back to Ivory Coast to build on this product. Yeah, so right now, or at then, right, we try to pilot Envoy X as an in-house solution for insurance and third-party payers in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
Because the major issue they were having then was like, the delay in paying healthcare providers for their insurance claims.
Okay.
Takes them 60 days, 90 days to pay for the whole insurance claim.
Okay.
But why? Because they had to collect all the whole insurance claims from clinics in a paper form.
Paper form.
Yeah.
So, year?
I mean, 2025. I mean, they're still doing it right now.
Till now.
I mean, till now. So we try to come in between, right, to say, okay, instead of you going ahead to keep doing this the manual way, right, we have our OCR system, which is plugged into our Envoy S core. Like,
that's the optical character reader?
Yeah.
OCR.
Which is plugged into our Envoy S core, like built with AI, right?
Okay.
So we do the extraction from the documents that the clinics submit to us. We verify instantly in real time and make payment to these healthcare providers within 24 and 48 hours.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they do not have to wait for 60 days again or 90 days again to get paid. We provide them with the cash flow they need to run their businesses.
Interesting. Cash flow.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my next conversation. A lot of companies struggle with cash flow. Some companies are profitable on paper, but there's no cash moving in and out of the bank. They're not buying, they're not selling. There's no liquidity.
Yeah.
So you're solving the liquidity problem.
Yeah. Now, where we come in is this, right? Look at this, right? Let's play in the healthcare sector.
Okay.
Right. So we have likes of clinics, opticians, and a whole lot of them pharmacies, right? So I'll use pharmacy as an example here. You are a patient. You go to the medical lab for your lab test. You get your results. You go to the hospital or whatever, right? Then you take those results, go to a lab because you have an insurance with a company.
Yes.
And the pharmacy you're going to partners with that insurance company.
Yeah.
So in the normal sense, you're supposed to get treatments or medications from the pharmacy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the insurance companies pays back the pharmacy later on, right?
Yeah.
Now you go down to the pharmacy, you submit the whole claim, they give you treatment, right? Now, mind you that the medication they are giving you, right, is part of the money or is part of their capital.
Yes.
And even their profit is still part of the money, like the medication they are giving you.
Yes.
So what that means is that if 100 persons does that in a month, the business will have little money to keep running their business.
Because of the claim time.
Yes. Why they keep waiting for 60 days to be paid by insurance companies. Right. And this was part of the incident that led to my co-founder losing the uncle back in 2022, which inspired us building M4X.
Wow.
Yeah. So we now say, okay.
There was a delay in treatment?
Yeah, delay in treatment because, they have to do back and forth with insurance companies to approve and all those stuff, right? So we're now saying, okay, no, just give us the whole insurance claims. We sort with the insurance companies, but we'll give you money in 24 hours or 48 hours to keep running your business.
Yeah.
You don't need to go out of business because you're waiting for insurance companies to pay you back.
This sounds interesting. So, you're solving health problem, you're solving cash flow problem, and at the same time you're gathering data.
Okay, yeah. So let me explain how the whole three
Work together.
correlate, right? Because right now, as employers, right, we don't have the pool of fund to keep giving out the finances ourselves, right?
Okay.
So what we are doing right now is talk to banks, financiers. We have both some private equity institutions that want to come in, right? So we talk to them. We have them on board on envoyers. They have their pool of funds.
Yeah.
So we don't bear the risk. We do our feasibility study with them and we onboard them, right? So we as envoyers, we handle customer onboarding, customer verification, the whole KYC. And we are building an alternative credit score into envoyers.
Okay.
So while we are giving out
For these clinics.
Yeah, for these clinics, right? So while we are giving out all the whole financial tools to these clinics to use, right? We monitor the whole data at every point.
Okay.
Make sense of those data.
Yeah.
Because one of the issue or the reason why banks do not finance SMEs or MSMEs is because, right, they don't have a conclusive data about their cash flow.
To make informed decision.
Yeah. Imagine where a single business receives money from POS, receives money online, receives money from mobile wallet, receives money from bank. And there is, in Francophone actually, right, the banking system is quite crazy. Though in the Bissau region, right, there is a new improvement happening right now. You see the interoperable system we have in Nigeria, the NIPS, where you have send-day settlements. It doesn't happen in Ivory Coast. It still takes like 3 days or even more to get settled. So, so we coming into the market is that, okay, we understood the whole issues in the market, right? Now, let's give them the business tools. Let's meet them at every point they interface with, aggregate the whole data. That way, we throw those data back to the bank and say, okay, these are guys working with us. They are verified. We have their data all in sync, right? And they are requesting for X amount of money, right? Use this data and make sense of it. Then the banks looks at the data. They have the right to say, oh, let's pay or oh, let's not pay. But what happens is that we supply them with the whole data that they don't have to go do it themselves anymore.
So that's I feel like that would be cheaper for banks as well, because instead of them having to go into the market to scrape those data, you're already providing that.
Extremely cheap.
Interesting.
Labor costs is off.
Yeah.
Infrastructure cost is off. Like a
So it's like a
off.
plug and play.
Plug and play for them. Like I think we actually have one of them that is actually like at the doorstep to onboarding to envoyers.
Oh, interesting. So are you guys looking to scale out of Francophone into Anglophone, or you want like that space for now? So, because you mentioned that your co-founder is from
Ivory Coast.
But you're also from Nigeria.
I'm from Nigeria actually. So that, and I'm a businessman actually, right? So what we are looking at is to build a global company.
Okay.
So I'm not talking about envoyers, right? Because envoyers is just where we are starting.
It's like day one.
Yeah, it's like just not up to day one. We are still trying to get into the new day, so we don't even know if it's day one or it's just there's. And again, I hate playing the games of numbers, so we are just starting, right? Yes. So, like each time I have a meeting with my co-founder, there's something we always say, that we are building a global company.
Okay.
In as much we are piloting in Ivory Coast at the moment, but that's not where we are stopping. We'll get that done. We'll win the market. Because this is the time for us to win the market. So we win the market and we move to other region, like the Middle East, like the US. We have interest in the US market also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I love proof of concept. Proof of concept gives you the ability to even pivot if something does not work, right? Proof of concept is cheaper. And proof of concept just gives you that no go decision. So I like what you're doing, and the interesting thing about what you're doing, especially from a founder's perspective, is that your co-founder has a good enterprise environmental knowledge of the Francophone region. You being Nigerian, you have a very good enterprise environmental knowledge of Nigeria and West African. So I'm kind of impressed that you even does he speak English?
Yeah, he speaks English. Okay. And the interesting thing that makes our union, I think, more of a better union is that he was ex-visa.
Okay.
Yeah, ex-PM at Visa. So he has understanding about the financial landscape and all those stuff, right? And me, I'm into products.
Perfect combination.
And then we still have a diverse team. We have someone in our team that has spent over 23 years in insurance.
Okay. Which is the core, like the core product.
Yeah, the core products, right? Right now we have someone joining us from, I think there is the, sorry, I can't even remember the name, but from one of the financial institutions in the UK, trying to manage our finances and all of those stuff. So yeah.
Okay, good stuff. So what would you say has been the major challenge for you building this, and what's the next step? I know you said you're going global, right? So are you saying that the proof of concept is completed right now, or there's still like a gestation period needed? And but let's start with the biggest challenge. What's the biggest challenge today?
Okay, the biggest challenge I think we have had so far is corporate decision making, because we are playing in the B2B sector.
Welcome. That's the thing. Now.
I mean, I feel that's the best way to win. Like in kind of the stuff we are doing, right? So, and the biggest issue we have been facing is like corporate decision. So where it takes like 1 year to get just a single decision that could have taken like 2 minutes or 5 minutes.
For that one signature gives you access to multiple. And technically, it is cheaper than it's almost like B2B2C, right? So instead of me chasing the C's, let me chase one B.
One single contract alone solves the whole problem.
Perfect.
I mean, perfectly for us.
I know.
Because so getting one of the bank partner with us, right, gives us an edge already.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because we don't need you already. So sorry to cut you, but it's almost like you have a distribution model. I first learned that from someone, a business partner from East Africa, distribution model.
Okay.
It was like instead of me to be on the road having to market to everybody, I rather partner with an Airtel. Airtel already has a platform that allows them to reach tens of millions of people. So I know that it might be long to close this deal, but it is definitely cheaper and scalable for me to close this deal. So I'll be patient. So what you're doing makes a lot of sense. So my other question is about the gestation period. I know you're going global, but do you think you're ready for that now, or there's still a bit of a gestation period involved before you scale up?
So for now, I would say that while we are still trying to win the Ivorian market, right? But with the right partnership, we can still like scale it up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have done our proof of concept, and the funny thing is that we closed up to 250K in volume without any proof of concept. We had a couple of clinics we were servicing, just random Excel sheets.
Random Excel sheets. And that's why I was telling you about the financial service and tech business, that you already have a model that works.
Yeah.
Tech is an enabler.
It's just an enabler.
Right. To make it faster, to make it easier, and enjoyable.
Yeah.
Right. So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but now we are trying to advance the tech. Okay. Because there is a level to where we can get doing it like with our normal proof of concept, right? So what we are doing right now is to now like I told you that we are heavy on financial tools.
Yeah,
you understand? Yeah, yes. So what we are doing is now to build up the technology in a way that it can serve beyond just one business.
Okay.
Or beyond just 5 business that we started with, and having other businesses within the Ivorian market come on board.
Okay.
Which will help us, because we're actually close to moving down to Senegal and Mali, because we have an expansion, a partner coming from Zimbabwe for expansion, right?
Okay.
So we just want to get the tech part all ready. But then, if we get the right partnership, I think the whole proof of concept has been certified. Like
proven.
Yeah, it's proven already. Yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. I'm glad with what you've exposed us to. I hope to visit Ivory Coast someday.
I mean, you need to learn how to speak French. Bonsoir.
Yeah. I'll respond with ni hao.
What's ni hao?
Mandarin.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So I have this teacher, even though I've not been consistent, and now that I'm talking about it, I'm going to reach out to her tonight. Ni hao Laoshi. Laoshi is teacher. Sorry, I might be murdering it, but ni hao Laoshi. And the reason why I'm trying to learn this is because I want to be able to do trades with China.
Oh, interesting.
And be able to speak at least the basic Mandarin to communicate.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah. So because of this podcast, I'm going to ensure that I make it a point of duty before the next one that I go back to my teacher.
That's the welcome,
Yeah.
welcome development.
Yeah. So, thank you for coming, on this with this very, very short notice. I think that with what you're building, right, health sector is a very essential sector.
Mhm.
You can't ignore it. It's
can't.
not possible. And unfortunately, well, I would say fortunately for you, right, is because it's in high demand.
Mhm.
But when I say unfortunately, I mean a lot of people cannot afford, health, good health, and all of that. So
Mhm.
I hope that with your solution, you will also be able to further democratize, health system. Do you know the population of Ivory Coast today?
One thing I'm so sure about the population of Ivory Coast is that is
No census.
is not up to the population of Lagos.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Lagos is about 25.
it's not up to the population of Lagos.
Okay, Skungoda is very big, right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I was a bad geography student.
It's
So
It's okay. Thank you for coming into this session. I appreciate your time, and we've learned a lot. And having to aggregate health tech with financial services and also breeding good data from it is a lot. For me, data is the new money.
Yeah.
So in what you have done, you have sort of created through 3 pedestals. There's the money part, which is very important, cash flow, you're solving a problem. And you're also indirectly solving a health problem, because through the cash flow, the health problem is also solved. You can respond to people quickly, and you're also gathering data. So that's like 3 in 1. So for me, that's how I would aggregate it. Even though you say, oh, it's just one, but it just makes a lot of sense, because me, I'm seeing 3 business models all in one. And why that makes sense is that it will always work, because the health sector is a sector like it's almost like FMCG, fast moving consumer goods.
Yeah.
But it's something that you get sick, man. Even when you don't get sick, go for checkups and stuff like that. And the money part, money makes the world go round. Cash is king, And then of course, data is the new money.
Yeah.
Data is what everybody's selling today. Imagine that data. You have the cleanest data in Ivory Coast. That's crazy, because it means that everybody can start plugging to you, even for other things.
Yeah, I think that's the under level we are looking at, right? Maybe by first quarter of next year, we are looking at shipping embedded finance.
See?
Yeah. So we are on every hospital management system or whatever, right? Clinics can actually request for cash from Envoy-X.
Yeah.
They don't need to log into our platform. Even if let's say that we're in Nigeria, right? You can even request for cash from OPay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, embedded finance. That's the next, and that's actually on demand, because that's one of the problem our partner in Zimbabwe that wants to expand through us is actually asking out for.
Okay.
So yeah,
good stuff. Well done.
Thank you.
And same word to your co-founder.
Of course.
So yes,
I will extend my bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
As actually good evening. I mean, that's like the only French I can speak.
To him. Yeah. So yes, data aggregation with health and financial services is cool. Envoy-X. So what's the website so that?
Tryenvoyers.com. But right now we are on alpha, so account.tryenvoyers.com.
Okay, good stuff. So just if you're watching us from home today, if you have people in Ivory Coast or in a francophone country, please plug to Envoy-X to solve your health, cash flow, and data problem. Right. It's B2B, right?
B2B.
Okay, great stuff. This is Founder's Diary. So if you're a founder, if you're a builder, if you're an executor, you're an engineer, or you're just at the sideline, you're supporting cars and you want to tell your story, please shoot us a message, come share your story. Thank you for watching this episode and listening to our amazing founder, Ifunaya. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.